Okay, there's the bike again. I took the contents off the rear rack, so I'll zoom into that here in a second. But on the rear rack, like I said, I took the battery pack and my chair off the rack, and that's setting over here, and I'll zoom into that in a second. But there's about 45 pounds worth of gear here, and I'll get into that. Okay, so what was setting on the rack, and that's just extra right now. I got some miscellaneous items. I'm still trying to find a dedicated pannier for it. I've swapped things around a little bit. So for now, I'm going to throw it over here. Reflective vest, sweatpants, and a hygiene bag, toothbrush, and so forth. But in here, I have 2 extra batteries, like what goes on here, and they each weigh about 7.5 pounds, almost 8 pounds. So there's two in there. This is a pad that I cut down. I use that to kneel on, or sometimes I open it up for other purposes, like if I want to just sit on something. My chair, it's a Big Agnes chair. I think it's called a High 6. It's a couple, 3 years old, maybe longer. But it weighs about 3 pounds. It's the lightest chair, but also the most heavy duty. I think it's rated up to like 300 some pounds, 300 pounds. I'm not quite that, obviously. Hopefully. But anyways, it's done good for me anytime I use it. So I did have my 13-liter panniers on, but I didn't like it. It looked a lot slimmer, but these 35-liter panniers is what I usually use. There's just more room, and biggest thing is there's an outer pocket. And I can just slip something in there and get it if I don't mind it being wet during a rainstorm. But internally, everything is pretty well waterproof. So I have on the back, I have an equipment bag, and I have my food bag. The equipment bag is about a 3-pound case of bike tools that came with the bike, and pretty much everything that I've used so far. So that's in there. This is the Ebike. So I have chargers in here, extension cord rated for 15 amps, also a 3-way plug that goes on the end of that extension cord, and it'll hook up to 3 chargers. Now the chargers I use only draw about 2 amps, 2.25 amps AC. The output a little bit more, like up to 3 amps DC, but they only draw about 2 and a little bit of amps. So that's like 6-7 amps out of a 15 amp circuit. And most outlets are at least 15 amps, some are even 20. So anyways, so equipment bag. And also I have some cables in there for charging like my phone or the lights and so forth. Bike pump is in there. I don't have it here, but I usually have a saw in here, folding 10-inch Fiskars tree branch saw, and that does a good job. So that's in there. So this is basically my food bag, and it's got a sharp knife, my Charmoy buttercream thing for where you need it. I got a couple snacks right now. There's a cookie slipping down in here, chocolate chip cookie. In the bottom, underneath all this, is like a little lunch pack, soft, collapsible. But I got a loaf of bread in here. I eat 12-grain bread, and it's right about the right size. I got a couple bagels left over, and somewhere down in here, yeah, peanut butter and jelly jars are there. So basically my food bag. Okay. Now on the front, I've got a couple feed bags, and I swapped these between the 80X bike, the 680X, and this bike here, and they do good. So I've got 2 bottles of water, and this is a little storage bag. It's only about 2.5 inches deep, so it's really not deep. And I really only put like a couple of cords in here if I want to charge my bike lights. Say one bike light is getting low at night and I'm charging the other one. And usually I keep them down in my frame bag. It's a small frame bag, but it's pretty convenient. It's got two sides to it. And keep a couple tubes down there and a couple other things. Takes a wrench to take the back wheel off, so I've got a wrench in there too. 15 millimeter, I think, maybe 17 millimeter. But anyways, got a cup holder, and moving along. Normally I've got a smaller soft rack bag for lunch bag. I generally only use that size when I want to carry a bunch of water. Right now the water pumps are off, public pumps are off, so I carry a little bit extra water. These bags have my sleeping kit. It's the tent kit, the air mattress, the quilt, the insulated quilt, and also my rain kit. And the rain kit, have it basically contained in waterproof bags. Not that it needs to be waterproof, but it keeps it all together. A raincoat, rain pants, rain socks that are waterproof, and shoe covers. I can probably do away with shoe covers right now because it's getting warmer. And then, like to the bottom, it's also in a same type of waterproof bag, and it's got the quilt in it. So over here, I have the tent at the bottom with the tent poles, and the tent stakes are tucked away on the side. And then I also have the air mattress down the side here too. On the top, I've got this bag here, and it is waterproof, but I mainly have it for the footprint. So if it doesn't dry enough time, I can also put the fly, if it's wet or something, inside here. Then I won't get everything wet. But really, since it's just a tent mostly, it doesn't matter. So let me just throw that down for now. And like I say, this holds some water. It's oversized right now. It's not normally the one I take. And then inside here, I have some other things that, since I had my 13-liter panniers, I put extra things in here. So I may take them out. I've got like a small collapsible bag of clothes, just minimal clothes, mostly merino wool, like a shirt, a thin, long pants, and a couple other things. And then I have a poncho in here and some snacks, and I'll have a wool heavier shirt for nighttime riding, or if it's earlier in the morning, because it's still getting kind of cool. So, but basically that's it. And here were the 13-liter panniers I just pulled out. It's kind of a mess right now, but that's it. I think that's about all. I'm still not sure if I like this handlebar bag. It's accessible on both sides, but it takes just a little bit to get into it. You have to get off the bike, have to unsnap that, unroll it. Things could fall out, but it does keep things waterproof. So like if I want to grab a charger or charger battery, then I just need to be sure I can access it. My other couple of handlebar bags, I was able to access it while on the bike, lift the lid up, but neither one of them were really waterproof. So still looking for a better handlebar bag that is a little more accessible while on the bike, but also waterproof. So 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 13 to 15 pounds, 13 to 15 pounds. Might as well say maximum about 30 pounds in the back, 20 pounds in the front. The water weight would go in there, could be 5 or 6 pounds. The battery, chair, combination pad, maximum about 20 pounds in the top. So 45 to 50 pounds max. I weighed 45 pounds all combined a little bit ago. And the front, I think it weighed at about 30 pounds gear. So about 75 pounds geared this time, which includes some miscellaneous stuff in the frame bag, the couple pounds of waters in the 2 feed bags, and the stuff that's in this handlebar bag.